Hey guys, FATYSTAN, and I just finished my match versus Cam. So this is not only going to be, well, I won't have any spoilers. I won't have it actually be a match recap. But I do have to say, I think, in my opinion, it was a very, very good match, and both teams played very, very well. For those of you who were at the video live, you already know how it went down. But that being said, my first Pokemon that I brought was Snorlax. Now, Snorlax is huge against my opponent's team because it takes down the one Pokemon that I'm really, really scared about being Volcarona. After plus two, I believe, um, Snorlax can, I think, gets 3 or 4 hit KO'd by Bug Buzz, um, and then can easily KO without any investment with Rock Slide. So that right there, in and of itself, being able to take on a plus two Bug Buzz from Volcarona is huge. Also, any fire move he goes for, including Inferno Overdrive, is going to do nothing due to thick fat in my EV spread. Because, I mean, I'm Assault Vest max spread. Like, that's not going to do anything. Rock Slide for the Volcarona, Braviary, and anything else Reek to Rock. I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, Facade for Stab. I didn't want to get burned by Slowbro or by anything else like that. So if I got burned by Slowbro with Scalds, because I was going to have this switch into Slowbro as well, I didn't want it to be completely useless. So the Facade, I think, was a really good tech on my part. Um, Return might be a better option. I don't know. I still stick by my decision, even looking back on it, for keeping Facade. Crunch hits Slowbro. It hits Azelf. It hits Decidueye. It hits all the big ghost and psychic types on his team. So obviously that's a really, really good play. And then Heavy Slam for the Sylveon, because I don't want to deal with the Sylveon. It also does a decent chunk of damage to Azelf, so that's also a plus. Mew, Psyshock for Conkeldurr. I'm pretty sure it KOs after Stealth Rocks. It is the normal Conkeldurr set, so I'm not too worried about that. The Expert Belt, because I don't want to take in Life Orb and I don't want to be choice locked, and Leftovers isn't really going to be helpful because I really need the damage. Aura Sphere, because it takes out Mamoswine. It can hit his Komala, which I think might be a little bit of a threat on my team based on it. Also, Aura Sphere can hit one other thing. I can't put my finger on it. You know, I should actually bring up his team rather than just sit here and be an idiot. You don't want to see that. That's the group chat. I'm actually just going to go to my drive. It's probably faster. Shared with me. And you will see a world of imagination. Yeah. So we'll go down to his squad here. If I can find it. It's somewhere. Give me a second. Here it is. Aura Sphere was to hit something else. I guess not. I'm just crazy. Energy Ball. It hits Slowbro. It can hit Mamoswine. It can hit Seismitoad. All those things. It could even hit Zygarde for neutral. So that's really big. An Ice Beam for Zygarde and for Braviary, because I really didn't want to deal with... And Decidueye, actually. All three of those were threats I really didn't want to deal with. The speed I have is enough to outspeed Mamoswine, Jolly Mamoswine, and anything slower than it. So Slowbro I outspeed. Sylveon I outspeed. Conkeldurr I outspeed. Decidueye, Seismitoad, Komala, and Braviary are all things that I outspeed. I believe I outspeed Braviary. We can actually double check that right now. /DT Braviary 80 /DT Mamoswine. It speeds ties Jolly Braviary. So, or 8 outspeeds Jolly Braviary because Jolly Braviary speed ties Jolly Mamoswine. I'm sorry. And then the rest is just an HP. Sarina. Now, this is my. It's supposed to be my Zygarde switch-in, as well as a decent switch into Slowbro and Seismitoad. So long as Seismitoad isn't running Poison move, Zarina handles it pretty well. Same thing with Slowbro, so long as it's not running Fire Blast, Zarina handles it pretty well. And Zygarde really has nothing to hit Zarina. At the spread I'm at, Outrage is barely a 2-hit KO, and Play Rough is a 2-hit KO on Zygarde, and Dropkick is also a 2-hit KO. That's what the 72 EVs in Attack are for. Dropkick 2-hit KO Zygarde. But I figure if worst comes to worst, I Play Rough it or Dropkick it depending on the point in the game. And if he's locked into Outrage, I just switch into Registeel, and then I take on that really well. What else? Dropkick for Slowbro, obviously Mamoswine if it switches in. Conkeldurr, if I want to drop its attack a little bit, and Seismitoad. Play Rough again for Conkeldurr because I don't want to deal with it. And Zygarde. U-turn for Slowbro just to get on out, and it also does damage. Same thing with Azelf, get on out, and it does some damage. It does neutral damage to Decidueye, which is pretty big, and it'll get me on out. And then Rapid Spin because I don't want to deal with any Stealth Rocks. Queen Majesty also helps shut down Zygarde because now it can't click Extreme Speed versus me, and the leftovers is obviously for the longevity. Next comes Arcanine. He's a leftovers Intimidate set to take on Conkeldurr. For the most part, Conkeldurr can't really touch me. Extreme Speed to pick off things. Flare Blitz because at this amount of attack investment, I can actually kill Volcarona after Stealth Rocks, which is huge. And it does obviously decent amount to Decidueye and things like that. Morning Sun for recovery because Morning Sun is really good. That's why I'm not running anything else really. I just really want to get the recovery and keep Arcanine a little longer. Also, if you notice, I don't have any status moves on my team. That's because I'm terrified of Conkeldurr. Otherwise, I'd probably be running Toxic on a lot of stuff. And then Crunch, obviously, for Slowbro, Azelf, Decidueye, if I don't want to take Flare Blitz recoil and stuff like that. This is just the generic spread. Registeel, Stealth Rock, Protect, Iron Head, and Thunder Punch. I wanted to make sure I lived at least one Earthquake from Adamant Life Orb Mamoswine. So that's where the defense investment comes in. That allows me to get my Stealth Rocks if we both lead with Mamoswine, which I assume to be his rocker, and Registeel, my Stealth Rocker. So obviously I'm going to have Stealth Rock Protect just to get a little leftovers recovery back. And then Iron Head and Thunder Punch. Iron Head to hit Sylveon and just for overall stab. And then Thunder Punch because I can hit Slowbro. I can hit Braviary and things like that, which I expect to be this what I'm switching into Registeel. In hindsight, I don't think I would change anything on this moveset either. I would actually rather maybe give a little more defense than I did special defense because, I don't know, I just think it would have did Registeel a little bit better. Registeel is supposed to be my switch-in for Sylveon, so that's why I have that much Spadef on Registeel, so it can switch in on Sylveon, take a Hyper Voice, even take a Hidden Power Fire, and then retaliate accordingly. My last mon is Lucario, Focus Sash, because looking at his team, a Z-move doesn't do me any good. Mamoswine's Earthquake kills me, Volcarona's Fiery Dance kills me, Flamethrower or Fire Blast from Azelf kills, Zygarde kills, Conk kills with Mach Punch and stuff, Seismitoad could kill with an Earth Power, an Earthquake, Komala could kill with an Earthquake, Braviary could kill with a Superpower. So I want to Focus Sash just so I could get a big hit off and then an Extreme Speed. Hindsight, I don't think I wanted Swords Dance. I really didn't use Sword Stance. So I think another attacking move in general would have been good on Lucario. Probably Bullet Punch might have been appreciated over Sword Stance, but hindsight's 2020. Also, my investment, I think I would have rather run Jolly over Adamant. Yes, Adamant hits harder, but I think Jolly would have been better off considering right now I don't outspeed Braviary or Mamoswine. So, Crunch, just to hit Decidueye and Slowbro, hopefully for very good damage. Close Combat because it hits Mamoswine. Extreme Speed to pick off things. Crunch for Azelf. Close Combat pretty much hits everything else pretty hard. So, yeah, that was the team. If you liked it, leave a like. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for next week, though. So, that's pretty nice. But yeah, until next time, guys, just enjoy all the videos and stay fatty.